Hello there and good morning. I thought I might take this opportunity. I'm getting ready for the day. I just finished with my shower and I thought I might tell a little tale, an anecdote, if you will, of sometimes I will get a wild hair, an idea and a notion for something that I could potentially turn into a new video series, or even grander than that, something that I could even turn into a whole new YouTube channel. And I had such an idea, I would say a little less than a year ago, and it stopped before it ever really got started. So the idea that I had was that I would have a full movie reaction channel. I know that a lot of those already exist, and I was kind of thinking to myself, well, how do I stand out from the rest of the crowd? And the idea that I came up with was to just lean into this niche that I've already kind of found myself in with rotted reviews, and that is to react to the worst of the worst. Watch the movie, record myself watching the movie, and then splice it down into a 20-30 minute long video of just being in pain. And I even worked on the channel stuff. I had a logo, I had a name, I had the concept of the idea of the name being less than 3, only tackling the movies that registered a cumulative total on IMDb of less than 3.0. So it was like the less than sign and a 3 to make a heart, and it was, I thought, kind of cute, kind of clever. I was really rocking and rolling with this whole concept. So I got everything set up. It was a fantastic kind of technical conundrum to kind of solve, with me recording myself and watching the movie and capturing the movie, so that if I had to pause, that it would do both at the same time, and I wouldn't have to kind of like sync time codes up in a weird spliced fashion. It would just be something that I could edit through. It was a fun thing to, kind of churn on. And I got it all sorted. I got it all figured. And then I got started with the first video, which was chairman of the board.
It's a lie detector shirt, or as we'd like to say, the bull shirt. With Larry's ingenuity and, of course, my flair for fashion, it's guaranteed to be a surefire winner. Go ahead, gang. Ask Larry a few questions.
The Carrot Top movie. I had never seen it before, and I figured that that would be a good place to start. And I was both right and wrong at the same time, because it was a big education. This was a terrible movie.
There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
This was, in no hyperbole, one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. If you haven't watched it, I hesitate to recommend it, but it is something to behold, just to see how bad movies can actually get. And what wound up happening was I recorded myself and I reacted to it, and everything on a technical level went perfectly fine. I made it through, happy days, or so I thought. And then I got down to editing. And the reality of it was I didn't watch the Carrot Top movie once. I was watching it over and over and over, bit by bit, scene by scene.
You can do it, honey. Breathe, breathe.
Hi, my name's Edison. That's my dad. Notice the resemblance? And there's my mom.
And I got about 20 minutes in, 20 minutes of the runtime of the movie, in which in editing was about an hour or two. And I just couldn't do it. I had to stop. I had to throw away the footage. I had to just abandon ship. Because it was not just the movie itself. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sit through that one again. But it was also the idea that if I can't do that, how am I going to be subjecting myself to the entirety of this concept again and again if I was going to make regular videos on this kind of thing? And it was just kind of coming face to face with my own limits in terms of my mantra of watch bad movies. Watching bad movies is one thing. Recording myself reacting to them is another thing, and that's fine also. But then having to go through editing and just sit through them and meticulously cut them, not only for time, but also for clarity, if nobody had actually ever watched the movie, that they could still watch my video and have a general understanding. So if I'm going to remove particular scenes, it would have to be scenes that didn't necessarily have to contribute to the narrative, whatever narrative there was in the fucking Carrot Top movie. Regardless, I just couldn't do it. And the idea was scrapped. So there you go, a good little story to get you started with this week, to get you started with Labor Day if you do celebrate it. Have a great one, everybody. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.